Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be watching another classic horror movie that has been so ingrained in pop culture and references throughout dozens of shows and movies that I've kind of avoided it because, well, you know, I've seen a lot of it. Like, I know the whole Here's Johnny thing, the elevator with blood, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's from this. So it's one of those things, you know, you see it parodied everywhere or referenced, and you just kind of like, bleh. But you know what? I've learned, even with movies that are very heavy in pop culture, that's just a small portion of the movie. There's still hours of other stuff to watch that I probably don't know. So we'll be ending October, you know, spooky month, with this movie. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is The Shining. This is beautiful landscapes. Not so beautiful text, though. Stanley Kubrick. It's the 80s. This looks like something you would do in iMovie, honestly. This text crawl here. I'm pretty sure I did this in high school with the videos I made there. It's simplistic, I guess. It adds to the eeriness of it. Ooh. Oh, that probably should have been another movie I put on the horror list, was It. I never seen It. Maybe next year. I don't know, maybe next year, because Scream. I might do all the Scream movies for next Halloween. I have not seen Jack Nicholson in a movie in so long. Pretty sure he retired from acting, but I just haven't seen a movie with him in it.
Have any trouble finding this?
Oh, no problem at all. I made the trip in 3.5 hours.
Wow, that's a very good time.
3.5 hours for an interview. Why couldn't you just do a Zoom meeting? Or a phone call? That's probably more plausible for the 80s. Oh, the 80s. Smoking inside and at the table with your child.
Morning, Mr. Torch.
Oh, come on, Tony. Don't be silly.
I don't want to call them Mrs. Torch.
Oh, imaginary friend.
Our season here runs from May 15th to October 30th. Then we close down completely until the following May.
Do you mind if I ask why you do that? It seems to me that the skiing up here would be fantastic.
I was going to say, like, this place looks like a ski lodge.
It's a 25-mile stretch of road. It gets an average of 20 feet of snow during the winter, and there's no way to make it economically feasible to keep it clear.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
The only thing that can get a bit trying up here during the winter is the tremendous sense of isolation.
Well, that just happens to be exactly what I'm looking for.
Honestly, that sounds perfect to me, too. I would want 5 months in this hotel with just me and my family. That'd be crazy. Crazy fun.
For some people, solitude and isolation can, of itself, become a problem.
Yeah, just ask everyone that went through quarantine. But honestly, quarantine was so great for me. I'm a natural shut-in, I guess.
I don't suppose they told you anything in Denver about the tragedy we had up here during the winter of 1970?
Oh, great, of course. Haunted hotel. Did I know that?
He killed his family with an axe. Stacked them neatly in one of the rooms of the West Wing, and then he put both barrels of a shotgun in his mouth.
Yeah, it was only 10 years ago to them, too. 1970?
Well, you can rest assured, Mr. Ullman, that's not going to happen with me.
Yeah, I just realized I don't really know the plot of this movie. I just know, like, the broad strokes of, like, big moments.
Do you think Dad'll get the job? He already did. He's gonna phone Wendy up in a few minutes to tell her.
Okay, so it's not an imaginary friend. It's like it knows things. It's a spirit.
Oh, Tony, tell me.
Oh. This scene. We're getting that now? Okay. What the... Okay. Alright. Okay, that was weird. Okay.
Does Tony ever tell you to do things?
I don't want to talk about Tony anymore.
Okay, so the kid's... the kid's weird. He's got like a demon or something.
And then he had an injury, so we kept him out for a while. And yeah, I guess that's about the time when I first noticed that he was talking to Tony.
What was the injury? Hit his head?
He dislocated his shoulder.
Oh.
Just one of those things, purely an accident. My husband had been drinking, and he came home about 3 hours late. So he wasn't exactly in the greatest mood that night. It's just the sort of thing you do 100 times with a child, in the park or in the streets. But on this particular occasion, my husband just used too much strength, and he injured Danny's arm.
Just get to the point and, like, bring that cigarette and ash it. Because seriously, it's about to fall.
And he hasn't had any alcohol in 5 months.
Okay, well, that's plus side. But, I mean, goddamn, that's a long walk for a short drink of water with that story. Just get to the point. My husband grabbed his arm. All these little things to try and make it sound less bad. And I understand that. You got to pull a kid. I got pulled as a kid. I never had my shoulder dislocated, though.
Wasn't it around here that the Donner Party got snowbound?
What was the Donner Party?
They got snowbound one winter in the mountains. They had to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive.
Jack.
You asked about it. Of course your kid is going to know about it. Of course your kid's going to ask about it, I mean. Okay, there's going to be something there. Oh, I recognize them too. It's gonna be a ghost movie, huh? I didn't know it was a ghost movie.
And a small bedroom for your son.
It even has a sink in there. There's a sink in a bedroom.
And if you feel like spreading out, you have the rest of the hotel to move around in.
Oh yeah, I would totally do that. I'd be staying in every bedroom once a day.
The site is supposed to be located on an Indian burial ground, and I believe they actually had to repel a few Indian attacks as they were building it.
Of course. That's the reason. That's the reason it's haunted. Or cursed.
You got 15 rib roasts, 30 10-pound bags of hamburger. We got 12 turkeys, about 40 chickens, 50 sirloin steaks, 2 dozen of pork roasts, and 20 legs of lamb.
That'd be good. That'd be yummy. All those meats.
How'd you know we call him Doc?
Beg pardon?
Doc. You called Danny Doc twice just now.
I did?
Yeah. We call him Doc sometimes, like in the Bugs Bunny cartoons. But how did you know that?
Okay, something's up with this guy then. He's been watching them for years or something.
All the dry goods and the canned goods.
You hear that? Something.
Wheat, thin, and cream of wheat. You got a dozen.
Oh god, he's seen something else.
How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? Sociables, angle rolls.
That's weird. See, I knew something was up with him. Or maybe that wasn't even real. Maybe it was him imagining it.
You folks don't mind if I give Danny some ice cream? I've been waiting for you.
Not at all.
No, we don't mind.
Good.
Sound good to you, Doc?
Yeah.
No. He's a little creepy.
My grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. She called it shining.
Oh, The Shining.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
Because Tony says not to.
Who says you ain't supposed to?
Tony.
So they have like ESP, and it's The Shining?
How does he tell you things?
It's like I go to sleep, and he shows me things. But when I wake up, I can't remember everything.
Does he like see the future or something? Or have visions?
I think a lot of things happened right here in this particular hotel over the years. And not all of them was good.
What about room 237?
Oh, is that the room where the father killed his family with an axe? So they both have some ESP type powers. He can talk to people in their minds, or at least other shining people. And Doc has visions, and he can hear stuff in his mind too. He has Tony, and he heard what the chef guy said to him. So, okay, yeah, I've seen this parodied a lot, but this would also be awesome as a kid to have a whole building that you can just ride your bike around in and do crazy stuff. It's like a lock-in when you were a kid. You know, you stayed at this one place. It was like a building, and they closed it down, and you could just sleep overnight with like your class or whatever. Really fun.
When I came up here for my interview, it was as though I'd been here before.
That's called foreshadowing.
It was almost as though I knew what was going to be around every corner.
Maybe he has Shining too or something. Also, you gave him eggs, but no fork to eat them with? Like, maybe the fork was still on, like, the tray, but still, I mean, he's just dipping his bacon into it, but...
You have to keep American pudding.
Oh, goddamn, yeah, that's a pretty big maze. I've never been in a big hedge maze. I've been in, like, a little one. Well, it was more like a hay maze, like, you know, where Halloween, they put those, like, hay bales, like, 3 or 4 high. I've done those, but nothing ever like this. Take a left. Good. Take a left. Good. Take a left. Good. Oh. Well, you didn't take the first left. Apparently, in a maze, I heard this, is if you enter a maze and always take a left, you'll eventually find the exit quicker, I guess. Oh, is he gonna see, like, little versions of them walking or something? Ooh. Alright, is that really happening, or are we seeing the maze? Also, damn, it's a big maze. Okay, that wasn't, like, he wasn't seeing that on the table, though, right?
I think it's gonna be this big, did you? No?
Why? All that build up for a title card. Oh, I killed it. Mosquito flying around. I caught it. You saw that? And I squished it. Okay, see, now this movie has had a lot of long takes. And with the building of the music, it's starting to make it like extra creepy. I don't know if I was, even when I was a kid and I was as curious as I could possibly be, if I would be like, oh yeah, I'll definitely go to this room that is a little bit weird to me and somebody told me not to go in there. I don't think I was that curious as a kid. Somebody changed the battery in the fire detectors. I can hear it beeping.
Hey, the weather forecast said it's gonna snow tonight.
What do you want me to do about it?
Yeah, you threw off his groove, lady.
When I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in. Now, do you think you can handle that? Why don't you start right now and get the out of here?
Okay. But I got a bit too far. I was originally on your side a bit, Jack, because that is annoying when you're in the middle of concentrating like that and somebody comes in just to tell you something meaningless and it's just like, what was the point of that? What was the point of interrupting me? But he went too far with it. Especially when you sit down and decide to, like, fully focus on what you need to do. Oh, God. Is something affecting him, or is it just cabin fever, like the guy said? Yeah, I've seen this parodied. I knew this was eventually happening.
Hello, Danny.
Just run him over like Stewie did.
Come and play with us, Danny. Forever. And ever. And ever.
Okay, so that's little girls by the axe murder father.
It's just like pictures in a book, Danny. It isn't real.
Okay, so is Tony's actually helping him or trying to calm him down?
He only went to bed a few hours ago. Can't you wait till later?
I won't make a sound, I promise I'll tiptoe.
Is this what inspired the The board game Don't Wake Daddy. Well, you failed, kid. He's already awake.
I wish we could stay here forever. Ever. Ever.
God damn, he really cracked fairly quickly. They've only been here like a month and a week or two.
Never do anything to hurt you. Never. You know that, don't you? Hmm?
Yes, Dad.
Good.
Stop with these, like the sting of the music, like. Oh, great! There's gonna be a ghost that threw that ball. Oh, fuck you, hotel ghosts! If there are any here with me, I don't mean that to you, just the specific hotel ghost. Oh, great! Don't look at the open door. Have you ever played a horror video game? I've seen gameplay, and you don't go to the open door, especially if it's 2:37. Oh. You know, to be honest, my dog sometimes does that in his sleep.
It's the most horrible dream I ever had.
It's okay now.
I dreamed that I killed you and Danny.
Yeah.
My God. I must be losing my mind.
I'd be a little more freaked out if I was you, Wendy, if my husband told me, hey, I had a dream I killed you and our son and chopped both into pieces. Was that like the real Jack trying to fight whatever's happening to this hotel? Was he the real Jack trying to fight it and stop it? If that's the case, it makes me feel really sad because he was crying and he was horrified about it.
Danny.
Oh.
Oh my God.
He got attacked. You know what, lady? I just bail because your husband's weird, your kid's weird. Just get out. Just bail. Run away.
You did this to him. Didn't you? You son of a bitch!
Oh.
You did this to him!
I mean, yeah. Seems like he would get the blame for that because of what happened in the past. Maybe he did do it. Maybe he was in room 237 and it wasn't a ghost. Sometimes when I watch a scene, I try and imagine what the direction would be to the actors. Just walk down the hall and make some every now and again. This movie is weird. There's a lot of long takes and the music goes along, like eeriness, even with like the most mundane things. And sometimes it does put me on the edge, but other times, like when he's just walking, I'm just like, why are we getting this screeching music? Doesn't make sense to me. It's all about setting up that sense of unease, I guess.
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Oh. Can he see the ghost now, too? And ghost booze? Can he get drunk off ghost booze? Also, it's weird that he's not reacting the same way Danny would when he saw a ghost. Maybe he's a Shining, too? Huh?
Just a little problem with the old sperm bank upstairs. Nothing I can't handle, though, Lloyd.
The old sperm bank. Oh, that's basically like calling your wife a cum dumpster. Also, wouldn't you be the sperm bank since technically you're housing said sperm? She's just the sperm deposit box.
A little f***er had thrown all my papers all over the floor. All I tried to do was pull them up. A momentary loss of muscular coordination.
And then shortly after, that's when Tony started talking to him.
There's a crazy woman in one of the rooms. She tried to strangle Danny. He went up into one of the bedrooms. The door was open and he saw this crazy woman in the bathtub. She tried to strangle him.
Also, say sorry that you accused your husband of trying to kill your child. Maybe. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry I blamed you and called you son of a bitch and ran away. But that's some classy art right there. Yeah. Yeah, that art's a bit classy. What? What? Oh. What's going on? Crazy lady in the bathtub. That's a crazy bathroom. Well, hello, my lady. God damn. I was expecting like a evil looking old witch or something. It's deceptive though. It's deceiving you. It's gonna like transform into a demon. Oh no, are you gonna go f the ghost? Ah! Oh, ew, ew, ew. See, that's what I was expecting. Like an evil witch. I can't stop my eyes from looking down. I need to stay at eye level. So Jack has to have the Shining too if he can see the ghost, because she hasn't seen any ghosts yet.
Leave the hotel?
Ah, what the f is...
Wendy, I have let you up my life so far, but I am not gonna let you this up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, he's been losing it longer than... he's just been losing it. Ghost balloons. Full-on ghost party now.
No charge to you, Mr. Torrance.
No charge?
Your money's no good here.
You need ghost money. Ooh.
I'm the kind of man likes to know who's buying their drinks, Lloyd.
It's not a matter that concerns you, Mr. Torrance. At least not at this point.
Who's buying the drinks? Who's buying the drinks? Is it Satan? Make him drink the Kool-Aid? The ghost Kool-Aid? To make him crazier?
Grady?
Yes, sir.
Delbert Grady.
That's right, sir.
Mr. Grady, weren't you once the caretaker here?
Oh, okay. It was. He's the one that killed his family then, right? With the axe? I suspected that when he asked his name and acted weird.
You've always been the caretaker. I should know, sir. I've always been here.
What the hell is going on?
That your son is attempting to bring an outside party into this situation.
He did. Oh, did he use like the mine thing to call the dude? That's why he called the police.
And
You said it twice.
And
you said it 3 times.
Cook.
Let's not be offensive. I'm saying to the axe murderer.
When my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her.
Too. Yeah. Yeah. So the place makes you crazy, essentially, if you stay there too long or something. Isolation, whatever. There's ghosts. There's like weird things going on. ESP powers.
Red rum.
Red rum. I feel like I've heard that before. Red rum. Red rum.
And he's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
Oh, great. Now we got The Exorcist. Goddamn, woman. How you haven't lost your mind is, a miracle, really. What did Danny tell him? Oh, now we're going to 8 a.m.s. We're not doing days anymore. We're doing a.m.s. Time of days. What did Danny tell him exactly? Because, you saw him, was he showing him stuff? Was he telling him? Because they said Danny reached out to him.
What time will we get to Denver?
We're due to arrive at 8:20, sir.
loved it if it said 8 a.m., showed him on the plane, asked the stewardess, like, hey, what time do we get to Denver? At 8:20, sir. And then it just did another flashcard, like 8:28 a.m., and it just showed them landing. I think that'd be funny.
Now, I want you to just stay here and watch your cartoons, okay?
I don't think she's slept in like a couple days because she's still wearing the same outfit she's been wearing for a while now. But at least Tony seems friendly now. I thought he was going to be like a creepy demon or something. Yes, take the Winnie the Pooh to be able to defend yourself. Or the bat, that works too. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I like how some of them are different. Like some of them are misspelled. Some of them have capital. Like there's no play. There's no space there. I mean, yeah, it's creepy to see like a paper with just all that written when he's just been typing away in here. Oh. Oh, okay. He wrote like an entire novel of just that. Paragraphs and all. I thought I saw a shadow move. Send it to a publisher, woman. Maybe somebody will want to read this.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
It's a bit repetitive.
Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers?
We've seen her
after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st.
I mean,
does it matter to you at all?
I mean,
that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me and that I have signed a letter of agreement.
Oh God, shut up, Jack. We've seen her do more work for the hotel than he. He's just been typing the whole time. She's actually like messing with the boilers. Just hit him with the bat. He's annoying me.
I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Come on, it's improper batting style. Honestly, if I had to put up with this woman, I'd want to bash her brains in too. Sorry, she's annoyed me the whole movie. Like, there's no likable characters to me in this movie, other than Danny, I guess. Or enjoyable characters. It's just weird, annoying, creepy, and racist, I guess. Ooh, you deserve it. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Hey. I feel bad for him because he's being corrupted by the hotel and the ghosts and the isolation. But, you know, he's kind of losing his mind. Also, I do feel bad for her being, like, tormented, stuff like that. Me feeling bad for them does not excuse the fact that I just don't like them as characters. Or they're annoying me as characters, anyway. Are you just gonna put him in the freezer? I would, like, just tie him up somewhere, not somewhere he could, you know, freeze the... Pull the pin, you... Oh, my God. There's a pin right there! Stop trying to... Oh, my God. These characters are pissing me off. It's not gonna... Oh. Yeah, no shit! No shit! God. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated with this movie. It's just... There is padding in this movie. And it's driving me crazy. Like, you didn't need 15 seconds of her trying to open it. You didn't need 20 seconds of the guy slowly entering the phone number to call the ranger station. Like, I feel like this movie could be like 20 minutes shorter and nothing would have been lost. Oh, it wasn't the freezer she put him in. It was just a cabinet. Okay, so he's not going to freeze to death in there.
Let me out of here and I'll forget the whole goddamn thing. It'll be just like nothing ever happened.
Nah. At this point, you're basically an abusive husband. You need to be just put away for a little bit. Calm down.
Go check it out.
Okay, I can see why he would eventually play the first live-action version of the Joker in movies, anyway. A couple years later after this, because, yeah, got some psycho, crazy laugh energy like the Joker needs. I'm probably pissing off a lot of people, a lot of fans of this movie. It's just... Older horror movies like The Exorcist, it really, like, impressed me. This isn't impressing me so much right now, honestly. It just seems like a lot of the music is trying to really set the scene of it being eerie. I've only been, like, scared by jump scares and, like, a little bit of creepiness, but I don't know. Nothing's really something that would stick with me has happened yet, I guess.
Your wife appears to be stronger than we imagined, Mr. Torrance. Somewhat more resourceful.
She is strong-willed. Doesn't change the fact that she annoys the crap out of me. Is a ghost gonna let him out? That's cheating. Ghosts can't do that. Was Mr. Grady the one that was like covering his drinks? He said like, oh, we don't need to talk about them right now. Is there like a council of all these ghosts that are just messing with people? Like everyone that's ever died here? Just trying to like kill more people or haunt the place, I guess. Oh god, kid, you're starting to annoy me. You're walking slow, you're saying the same thing over again. It's getting annoying, and it's taking forever. I'm really sorry to fans of this movie. I just... Maybe the book is better. Murder. Oh. Well, he's here. Red rum was murder backwards. I think I already knew that, honestly. I've definitely heard the word red rum. Was it meant to be, like, Tony trying to warn them that murder was gonna happen? Or was it to say, like, murder already happened?
Wendy, I'm home.
You left the key in the door. And this is that scene that everybody knows. An iconic movie moment.
Here's Johnny.
There it is. But why Johnny? His name is Jack. Seriously though, why Johnny? Greedy? Was that his name? Was his name John Greedy? I don't remember what his first name was. Why am I nervous? I feel nervous. Oh. Well, so much for the backup, I guess.
Danny!
Danny saw it. Or he felt it. Danny, why? You were... Okay. Maybe Greedy told him where he was. Maybe he can't hide with all the ghosts around. Danny! Sorry, I can't stand there. I'm supposed to be scared, I guess. What the hell is going on? What the hell was that? But she sees the ghost now, I guess. Was that a furry giving a blowjob or something, I guess? I don't know. But hey, he was nice enough to bring you a new snowmobile to get out of here. And then he died.
Danny! Danny!
Jesus. Kid, the point of hiding is to find a hiding spot and stay there. Not immediately expose yourself and then run. Kids, I guess. Also, yeah, hedge maze is probably a good idea to go hide. Unless you make the wrong turn, then you're screwed.
Danny! I'm coming!
Okay, now this would actually be scary. In a hedge maze with your psychotic, crazy, axe-wielding father, and you're leaving a trail because it snowed. Yeah, that's... Oh. And you know, if you turn a corner and you hit a dead end and you have to backtrack, you're screwed. Like, that's... Ooh. That's a very good scenario. Scary scenario. Also, she only ever keeps her hands up here. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, is that? See, now she's starting to see all the crazy. Lower your arms, woman. You don't need to keep them up here. You're not a T-Rex. Oh, spiders. Oh, ooh. Wait, hang on. Oh, ooh. Can you tell how afraid I am? What are you doing? Oh. Walk in your footsteps. You don't have a whole lot of time to do this, though, Danny. I mean, it's smart, though. Smart, though. Yeah, there's all that blood. The elevator blood. That's another iconic scene I've seen before. Well, not seen, but I've heard of. Maybe I've seen. I don't know. It's very smart, kid. You're lucky you had all that time. Now all Danny has to do is follow the footprints out. He brought you the snow cap, and then he died. Not all heroes wear capes. Well, they got away. Just in time for the fog to set in. Oh, wait, maybe the ghost won't like that. The fact that they got away. Because Greedy was like, hey, are you sure you can even do this? Like he was testing him or something. Maybe the ghost will come for him now. What? Oh, that's where that meme is from. It's from this movie? He died? He froze to death? What? Why is he's there? When was this taken? It said like the 40s on it, didn't it? 1944? Okay, we're gonna find out. It's gonna pan. Because I saw there was letterings there, like July 4th something. 1921. Oh. What does that mean though? Was he a ghost? No, he was... Okay, movie's over. So maybe it's not... I have some thoughts. First of all, let me just say to all the Shining fans out there, sorry. I don't like to hide the fact that if I don't like something, or I like to be honest with y'all. And honestly, like, there were just so many things with this movie that I was just sitting here like, can we get on with it, please? I feel, like I said in the reaction, I feel like there was like 20 minutes that could have been cut out of this. It just felt like a lot of padding. And that's kind of like Kubrick's style. He likes to take things very slow. I know this is a beloved movie, and maybe when it sits with me for a while, maybe I'll go back and I'll rewatch it at some point. And the expectations of seeing an iconic horror movie won't be there, and I'll be able to like really get it more, I guess. But I don't know. It just, nothing really stuck with me. Like nothing really, it didn't really hit me. And it's not because like Scream last week, it had an amazing opening. It hooked you instantly. That's the pace of that movie. It's meant to be a fast, fun type of horror movie. This is meant to be a slow burn, sinister build up to the conclusion, just like, you know, The Exorcist. But The Exorcist, it still hooked me. It had a slow burn start. Actually, you know what? The Exorcist really didn't hook me at the start. It pretty much, around the halfway point of The Exorcist, things started going wrongs, and like that's when the hook was, where I'm like, oh my god, this is creepy. This little girl is talking like this. She's turning her head around. She's slapping stuff. She's pissing on the floor. It's crazy. Don't get me wrong. The ghosts were creepy. The little girl's just showing up, staring, walking away. I can definitely see how that would put people on edge in the 80s, but since I've seen it parodied so many times, and it's like, it's not like I'm going out and looking for parodies of this. It's just, this is an iconic movie and it's parodied. Like, if you saw Ready Player One, then you know about the elevator scene. You also know that Stephen King apparently hated the movie. I don't know. I've never read the book either. Maybe I'll read the book. I know the book is Joey Tribbiani's favorite book. But I don't know. What was Tony? Was he... It was implied that he's actually real because he had knowledge. Was he just an entity that Danny could hear because he was a Shining? I don't know. Jack... being in the picture at the end, I think maybe if you die at the hotel, you're like stuck there in time or something. Like that picture at the end with all of them was like all the people that died or were killed at the hotel, and they're like, I don't know, transported to that ghost realm where that party was, maybe, or it was just Greedy, right? Grady? I've been saying Greedy. It's Grady. It says Grady right here. It doesn't say his first name. It says Grady. So Grady was the previous caretaker, and he was the waiter there. So maybe if you die, you have to serve the hotel in a new job or something. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's ever explained. I guess the point of it is like, ooh, the horror is in not knowing, and I guess that's true. But I do like having answers to things. Fear of the unknown is a powerful motive, and it's a powerful thing in movies. But I don't know, nothing... It was really just the music, essentially, that got me just the amount of long walking scenes with the... type of music, like, goddamn, there's like a dozen of those scenes. And it's fine to build up that suspense. It just wasn't building the suspense. I don't know. Something about the movie just didn't strike a chord with me. I'm sorry. I love to give movies a chance, and I love to find new movies that I absolutely love. Like, I loved The Exorcist. I loved it. I love Scream. Even though I don't like horror, I love those movies. Halloween was like another horror movie that didn't really resonate with me, I feel. I don't know. It's very... Right now, horror movies on my channel are batting 50-50 with whether or not I love them or I'm just like, nah, whatever. And I really wanted to love this one, but I couldn't. The Wendy just... She just kind of annoyed me. I don't know. Maybe it was her performance or just the way she talked and ran around like this the whole time. Why are your arms up here? It drove me crazy. Danny was fine. Hey, Danny was played by Danny. That's cool. Also, you have Jack Torrance, Wendy Torrance. You know Danny's last name is Torrance. Why not put Danny Torrance? Why not? Whatever. Pretty much, I didn't feel a connection to any character. I guess Jack, because we never really saw Jack being a great family man either. He was always kind of, not standoffish, but he was always more soft-spoken. Like, we never got to see him, like, happy and smiling with his family. It was always kind of that air of, ooh, like, there's tension here, which I guess there would be after, you know, he hurt his kid a couple years ago, but still. So when he makes his turn, it's just like, okay. It's like, no, not this great family man is turning and trying to kill them. It's more like, well, yeah, you kind of expect this guy to snap eventually. Maybe that was the point. Maybe it was always him just deep down, and isolation brought it out of him, and there was no ghosts or anything like that. I don't know. I felt bad for Wendy. I felt like she was in the worst situation as the only normal one in this hotel, this haunted hotel where her son is experiencing ghosts and getting attacked and strangled and stuff, I guess, and you're actually doing the job, and your husband snaps at you whenever you walk in and is having meltdowns and stuff. Like, I felt bad for her I felt bad for her at the middle of the movie because I was like, oh man, she's putting up with a lot. She's doing a lot. Like, God, this woman. But then by the time the third act kicks off, I just wanted her to die. I was just like, I don't want to see you on screen anymore. You're just annoying me with your presence. You're taking so long in these scenes, just walking around like this. Just trying to open a door for like 15 seconds. I don't know why that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Just like, stop. You're wasting time now. I get in horror movies you need to have those tension scenes, but it was just like the pin was right there. You could see the problem. You could fix the problem in a second, and you didn't, and it just annoyed me. It annoyed me. Horror movie characters sometimes annoy me. Danny, he was fine throughout most of it until Danny was gone, and Tony came in. Also, did Tony ever give Danny back control? Maybe. We didn't really... No, wait, we did hear Danny say, Mommy, so I'm guessing that means... Okay, yeah, Danny was back in control at the end. But still, just that long scene, Red Rum, Red Rum, Red Rum, Red Rum, Red Rum. Just, oh my God. Do you need to go on that long? I get it. It's like a creepy. He's in a trance. Whoa, this child is in a trance. That's scary to the 80s. Not scary to me. Sorry. It was really grating on my patience. I don't know what to tell y'all. Sorry. If you need to downvote the video, if you need to unsubscribe, if you need to leave me a hateful comment, I don't understand doing that just because somebody doesn't like a movie, but I kind of get it because if it's your favorite movie and I didn't like it, I guess you'd be like, well, that dude. It's the same way with me if somebody doesn't like Lord of the Rings. It's like, how do you not like Lord of the Rings? It's the greatest film trilogy of all time. But I will say this about The Shining. Based on the recording time, I've had the most to say about this movie than probably any other movie I've covered on this channel, on this little outro. So there's a lot of things to talk about with The Shining. That's something. And who knows, like I said, in a few years, maybe I'll come back and check it out. Maybe I'll watch some stuff. Maybe I'll read some trivia just to see exactly what everything is. And when I have that's what this meant, I'll be able to enjoy it more. I don't know. But that was The Shining. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. I'm sure you absolutely will in all caps, and I will still read it because I am interested. And as always, let me know what other movies or TV shows you'd like me to react to in the future. But until then, that's it. Sorry again for not liking your favorite movie.